do you see a shift in kind of healthcare paradigm with the rise of technology? So Jerrica, you were talking a little bit about your abstract, right? You have 10,000, n equals 10,000, and that's never happened. And that's because you have, data like at kind of a bigger scale than it has ever happened before. So do you see a paradigm shift in the healthcare industry because of the rise of technology, and how does that sort of influence some of the things that you're working on? And feel free to use it as a chance to kind of do a wrap up, a final statement.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I mean, yeah, the only way that we can even do that is because we have a distributed virtual company that's providing services all over the country. And you just can't do that in a single geographic location. It is literally impossible when you are talking about serving a community that is so marginalized and underserved based on provider availability, but also just the way the population is distributed. So, and that's why we haven't seen it to date, right? And that's why we are seeing it now. We're seeing companies like CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, all of them have opened up these decentralized clinical research units in the last 2 years, to specifically leverage digital technology to conduct clinical trials. And so I think technology, being able to do that virtually, meeting patients where they are, has actually radically started to change the care paradigm. I think we're going to see a whole lot more of that over the next few years.
Awesome.
Yeah, totally agree. I think we've been able to see just how the frequency of data collection allows for such a greater nuance of understanding of what patients want in their experience, and that we're able to quickly iterate and adapt to those preferences as we discover them. Jerrica references as well, but the community element, I think, has been really critical and something that's only enabled by technology and scale. We have a forum where patients having an abortion can connect with other peers going through the same thing at the same time, normalize their experience. And that's something that really could never be done before. So as we think about ways to confront these stigmatized or isolating moments, I think that will be really, really significant.
And the last thing I'll say there, and I mean, Kiki's alluding to it, but we actually have data to show that within the trans community, just support from another adult can decrease depression rates by as much as 40% and probably more, quite frankly. And we're not even talking about a physician. It doesn't even have to be somebody in healthcare. It's just the support of a peer, right? And whether that's somebody who's a youth or an adult, just having that support goes so far. So if you are able to provide that support in a digitally leveraged way, that is just as meaningful. And that to me is like, wow, that's mind blowing, right? Because if you know that, you don't have to navigate licenses and a whole bunch of regulatory issues. You just got to be able to bring it to folks. And of course, that goes for many communities in terms of having that support.